Hi VC, it's Aaron, Mutha Alamere. Today I'm going to combine two threads together into one. And I've done this before, but two of my great friends in the vinyl community did a couple threads here, and I've been real busy. I've been meaning to get to them. I'm going to combine them. The first one is from Brian over at Embryonic Robot. He did a thread of 10 songs that you hate. And my good friend Gary from Physical Format Rock and Roll did a thread on 5 songs that are overplayed that you still love. So I'm going to kind of combine this into one thing, and I'll do it kind of in a different way, and I'm going to do 15 of each, just because I like to overdo things. And I'll get started here, but first off, I'd like to say I'm going to leave links to both of their channels down below. I would recommend anyone go sub to both of those channels. They're both excellent channels and great members of the vinyl community. Gary and Brian are awesome, so if you aren't subbed to them, go check out their channel, sub them up. So first off, I'm going to start off, and I'm going to do this, I'm going to just kind of combine it. So I've got, this is a song I despise, I hate. It's from Aerosmith, Permanent Vacation. It's Dude Looks Like a Lady. I just can't stand that song. When it comes on, I just cringe. I don't like it. I kind of liked it when it first came out, but I got burned out of it really quick, and I've never gotten the love back for it. It's just a song I can do without hearing for the rest of my life. Now, the song that's overplayed by Aerosmith, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do one from each band. The song that I think is overplayed that I still love is from this, and it's Sweet Emotion. I love the bass line in that, and it's just that song, no matter how much I hear it, I still love that song, and I think it's a great song. So I got Dude Looks Like a Lady, which I dislike, and Sweet Emotion, which I love. So hate and love, kind of. Next, I'm going to go with The Doors. And the song that I despise is or is it here? Touch Me from the Soft Parade. I actually kind of like this album, but I can't stand the song Touch Me. I've never liked that song. I don't know. It's something about how he sings it. I just can't stand that song. Touch Me, I despise. A song that's overplayed by them that I still love would be Hello, I Love You from this record. I think that's an awesome song. And the Doors, they're a great band. There's very few songs that they do that I hate. That one was one, though. And that was the hardest part of this, was finding songs that I hate, because usually bands that I liked, I don't really hate songs by them very often, but I found some. So the next song I hate, I despise, absolutely can't stand. I've never liked this song. The title song, Dream Police from Cheap Trick. I cannot stand that song. I've never liked it. It drives me nuts. It just, I can't, it's like fingernails on a chalkboard every time it comes on. I can't stand that song, Dream Police from Cheap Trick. But I do love the song Surrender from this album. I think that's awesome. I've heard it more than Dream Police by a long shot. I've never got tired of it. Surrender is a great song. I love the cover versions that other people have done of it even, but that one is a song I absolutely love. Cheap Trick's a great band. It's just that one song of theirs, it's a couple of theirs I don't really like. Now this one here is 2 from the same record. Now the song I despise, this is going to surprise some people, but it's like my least favorite song by this band. It's most people's favorite. It's a song from the Who's Next. It's Won't Get Fooled Again. I cannot stand that song. I hate it. One of the worst songs ever made, and everyone seems to think it's a great rock song. I've never liked that song. It drives me crazy. Can't stand that song. I'm not a big fan of Roger Daltrey's vocals. I almost went with Eminence Front as the one that's overplayed. I don't think that's overplayed enough that I love, because I love that song. But that song, Won't Get Fooled Again, I cannot stand. And the song that I love from this that's a little overplayed would be Behind Blue Eyes. I think that's an amazing song, and I like his vocals on that one. But that's a great song, Behind Blue Eyes. And those are the 2 from this record. I got another twofer from an album. This is Fleetwood Mac now. And there's a song from this album. I absolutely love this whole album, except for one song. I've never liked it. I've heard this album hundreds and hundreds of times. I've never liked one song from it. It's Songbird. Cannot stand Songbird. Christine McVie's songs I either love or hate. Some of them I think are absolute classics, and other ones I can't get into. Songbird is my least favorite Fleetwood Mac song ever. I hate it. But the song I love from this that's overplayed would be Go Your Own Way. You know, all the other ones basically on this I love. But Go Your Own Way I absolutely love. Never get tired of it. So there we go with Fleetwood Mac. Now I'm up to Guns N' Roses. Song I hate by Guns N' Roses is from Use Your Illusion 2. And it's the cover song of Knocking on Heaven's Door. I've talked about it before. I kind of liked it at first when it came out, but I cannot stand it. I instantly turn the channel if it comes on somewhere. can't stand how Axl sings it. I don't know, something about it just bugs me. Knocking on Heaven's Door is absolute garbage as far as I'm concerned, his version of it. I do like Bob Dylan's version, but I can't stand how Guns N' Roses do that song. I do like their other cover songs I do, like Live and Let Die. I think that's good. Just that one I don't like. And the one that's overplayed that I still love would be Paradise City from this. And a lot of the songs from here I've overheard, but I don't hate them. I just overheard them. Paradise City I still love. It's one of those that every time it comes on, I still get into it. Some of the other ones from here I don't like as much as I used to, but I don't hate them either. But Paradise City, I love that one. Now this next one is the only one I don't have the actual album of, because I bought it on cassette when it first came out. I hated it so much, I got rid of it. I'll never buy it again. But I do have it on a Greatest Hits compilation, and it's the song Let's Get Rocked from Def Leppard. Hate that song so much. I can't stand Let's Get Rocked. It's absolutely horrible. Never liked that song. The video was stupid too. I couldn't stand it. And I think everything, I even like all the Hysteria stuff. Pour Some Sugar on Me's overplayed, but I don't hate it like I do Let's Get Rocked. Just can't stand that song. And the overplayed Def Leppard song that I absolutely still love is Foolin' from Pyromania. That song was all overplayed to death on MTV when it was out, but I still love it. I still get into it every time I hear it. Foolin' is awesome. I like all their stuff up to Hysteria a lot, and then it's really hit and miss with me for Def Leppard. But most of it I don't like so much, but there's some good stuff after it. Now this next one is Motley Crue. The song I can't stand is from this album here, Dr. Feelgood, and it's SOS, Same Old Situation. Absolutely despise that song. There's a couple songs on here I don't think aged very well, but that one especially, I can't listen to it. It drives me crazy. Can't stand Same Old Situation. And their overplayed song that I still absolutely love would be Looks That Kill from Shout at the Devil. Never get tired of Looks That Kill. I've heard it so much, and I still love it to this day. Great song. Now this one's going to be probably the most surprising one. I've got Judas Priest up next, and the song I hate is from this album, and it's one of their biggest hits. It's, and I can't even think of the name of it. You Got Another Thing Coming, of course. I can't stand You Got Another Thing Coming. My least favorite Judas Priest song. I can't stand that song. I love almost all the rest of their stuff. Just that song drives me crazy. I can't listen to it. Don't like it at all. And that's why I always put this farther down on the rankings when I do albums. If it wasn't for that song, this would be up higher for me in my Judas Priest rankings. But I can't stand You Got Another Thing Coming. And this is another surprise. The song I love that's overplayed is Turbo Lover. Love that song. Turbo Lover I think is awesome. Great song. And overall, Screaming for Vengeance I like better as an album, but I like this album too. So I'm one of the few that likes Turbo. And Turbo Lover I think is a very underrated song. Now I'm up to Kiss, and this was the hardest one because there's only a couple songs I dislike by them, but there's one that I really dislike. It comes from the Gene Simmons solo album, and everyone's going to know what it is. It's When You Wish Upon a Star. Gene Simmons singing that. It's goofy, and I don't like it. Absolute garbage. The rest of this album I like. That song I can't stand, When You Wish Upon a Star. The overplayed song by Kiss that I love, Tears Are Falling. Never get tired of it. One of the best 80s Kiss songs, absolute great song. Love the guitar work by Bruce Kulick in there, the drumming from Eric Carr. Tears Are Falling, it's just so memorable, so catchy, and I never get sick of that. Always energizes me when I hear it. Now to Poison. And this song I've hated since it was first released. Can't stand it. From this album here, Every Rose Has Its Thorn, their biggest hit. Absolutely despise that song. I've never liked that song. I do like Poison, but I can't stand Every Rose Has Its Thorn. My least favorite Poison song easily. And I do like some of their other ballads. I like I Won't Forget You from the first album, so it's not because it's a ballad. I just can't stand that one. And the song that I still love that's overplayed would be Talk Dirty to Me from this album. I think that's a great song. I love the guitar riff on that, and it's a fun song. And I've never got tired of it for some reason. Now I'm up to Metallica. And there's very few Metallica songs I hate, but I've never liked this one. Nothing Else Matters from the Black Album. There's a couple on the Black Album I don't like much. Nothing Else Matters, my least favorite Metallica song ever, maybe. Except there is one from Reload that's right up there too. But Nothing Else Matters I've never liked. I don't mind like some of their other slower songs, like Fade to Black or Unforgiven or stuff like that. It's just Nothing Else Matters I don't like. I don't think James Hetfield sounds good when he's trying to do a crooner type vocal, and it just bugs me. Another one's like Fingernails on a Chalkboard when I hear it, and that's sad to say because I love Metallica. And their Overplayed song that I still love, no matter how much I hear it, would be from this album. It's the song One. Love One so much. All the different changes and the heaviness and the mellow and the story behind it. Great song. Never get sick of One. Black Sabbath is next. And there's one Black Sabbath song I despise. I can't stand it. It's from Black Sabbath 4. That's why this isn't my favorite Black Sabbath record, because it has changes on it. I've never liked that song. I don't like how Ozzy sings slow songs in general. There's a couple exceptions, but Changes is just awful. I don't like it at all. I've never liked it. I never will. Now, the Black Sabbath song that I love that's overplayed would be from Paranoid, and I can pick a lot of them from here that are overplayed that I still love. But I'm going with War Pigs. I think that song is phenomenal, and I've heard it a million times. You hear it everywhere, but it's still great. Awesome song. Now for the Scorpions. And this song, it's one of those, the first time I heard it, I hated it. I've never liked it. I've tried. Winds of Change from Crazy World. I hate the song Winds of Change. Can't stand it. It drove me nuts when I saw them play it live and they had the whistling piped in. I don't know why, but I've never liked that song. I think it's awful. And their song that's overplayed that I absolutely love would be No One Like You from Blackout. Love that song. I love this whole album. That's a great album. But No One Like You, I'll say. And to finish out with my 15th here, I'm going with Iron Maiden. And this was really hard. There's only one Iron Maiden song I hate. It's the song Fear of the Dark. I love this whole album except for the title song. I can't stand Fear of the Dark. I don't know why. I should like it, but I don't. It drives me crazy. Never liked that song. So Fear of the Dark is my Iron Maiden that I hate. The Iron Maiden song that's overplayed that I still love is Run to the Hills. Love that song. It's awesome. So killer. Great lyrics, great drumming, great everything. Love it. So there we go. Everyone go sub Brian from Embryonic Robot and Gary from Physical Format Rock and Roll, and I'll see you on the next one.